Don't send your daughters to college. Do not let your daughters join a sorority, ever, because this is the normal behavior. She's going to be pressured by her sorority sisters to sleep with a bunch of men. And as her body count gets higher, as the statistics show, the chances of her not staying married once she does get married go up and up and up. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Red Top Report. I am your host, Joe Enders, and we're going to be talking about a video that has taken X and several other social media platforms by storm. Everybody seems to have a take on this, so we're going to give you our take on it. Now, this is a video of LSU sorority girls dancing at what appears to be either an abandoned or maybe not abandoned gas station. I can't really tell, but you saw this, right?
Yeah, man, it's just a bunch of like what appears to be sorority girls dancing with their Stanley Cups.
Yeah, so we're going to react to it. We're going to show you guys because I don't really think it's very it's not like beyond inappropriate or anything. So we'll show you guys the video. We'll get our reaction and you'll hear what we got to say. So, like, they got the tassels. All of them, like every single girl has her belly button showing almost. And then you got your Mardi Gras beads on. Is that what it is? Mardi Gras, maybe? Could be Mardi Gras. Well, if it's Mardi Gras, okay. Yeah, it probably is Mardi Gras. The music is horrible. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think everybody gets the picture at this point with this. But so, yeah, and like this has gotten like, a lot of backlash because I think the caption that went with the person that shared it was it was like somebody sarcastic. It was a sarcastic quote saying, "Why don't men want to date Western women?" And, it got a lot of backlash from like the conservative figures as well. I think one of them is, Allie Beth Stuckey. She did a show called The Conservative Millennial for the Blaze. She might still do it. I honestly don't really know. But, she responded to this guy, Chase Austin, who like made the original tweet. He's like, "Why don't men want Western women?" And he shows this video of these LSU sorority girls. And then Allie's like, "This, of all reasons, girls dancing with backpacks on is the reason men don't want women in the West?" Okay, then. This is the type of like commentary that I hate. Specifically, that Allie's giving right now. I hate it when you're purposely reductionist because you have a preconceived notion about the person that's saying the things. Saying their opinion about something. You know exactly what he means, Allie. He's talking about what this whole thing symbolizes. And there's a reason that the tweet did so well, too, because a lot of other people know what it symbolizes. What does it mean when you got beads around your neck during Mardi Gras, Allie? What does it mean when you get your beads?
I don't actually know what it means.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it means that you like flashed someone. That's how you get your beads on Mardi Gras. That's like a tradition. You didn't know that?
I guess I didn't know that. I figured it might have been something else, I guess.
Side note, Mardi Gras, or Shrove Tuesday, marks the end of Carnival before Ash Wednesday. Fat Tuesday, or Mardi Gras in French, is the last day to enjoy rich foods before the fasting season of Lent. So while modern degenerate practices may take place on Mardi Gras, the tradition is the Catholic one.
So these girls are dancing and they're symbolizing the fact that they have engaged in sexually degenerate acts. So that's part one of this entire thing. Two, I can't see a single one of them besides the woman in the sweater right here. It looks like, and I can't tell. They're all wearing crop tops. They're all dressing in a way that shows that they are trying to express their sexuality openly. That's another problem that people have with Western women. Okay? The music that they're listening to is ghetto gutter trash on top of it. I mean, this is like whorehouse music and from inner city Detroit that they're all listening to right now. They have no connection to who they are as a people. I mean, this music didn't come out of Germany. You know what I mean? This music didn't come out of Italy. It didn't come out of Britain. It didn't come out of any of those places. The type of music that this is all, being related to is them trying to copy another culture, which is African American culture, and trying to adopt that. No, guys, these are a bunch of white women pretending to be black women. That's another problem that people have with Western women. A lot of them try to be something that they're not. And black people, by the way, hate this more than anybody else. And I mean, dude, have you not heard like every single black comedian complain about how white people always pretend to be black?
I have, yeah, that's true.
It's all over the place. You could make a compilation of it. So, yeah, problem number 3. They're pretending to be someone that they're not, right? This is all like snowballing. And then here's the icing on the cake. Here's the icing on the cake with this whole thing. You know what? No, I think I am actually just going to say it now. Don't send your daughters to college. Do not let your daughters join a sorority ever, under any circumstances, because this is the normal behavior. Your daughter is going to sleep with a bunch of men, and she's going to be pressured by her sorority sisters to sleep with a bunch of men. And as her body count gets higher, as the statistics show, the chances of her not staying married once she does get married go up and up and up. Not only that, in order to prevent them from getting pregnant, the sorority sisters are going to push contraception on her, try to get her on hormonal birth control that changes that also affects marriages, because it changes the hormonal balances in the brain, and in doing so makes her desire a man she would otherwise not desire if she was off birth control and looking to have children, which breeds future problems when people go out and get married. So yeah, don't send your daughters to college. Good grief. Let them go to community college where they have to come home to you if you really want them to go out and get a good education. Have them read books and become independently smart. Encourage them to get married to a good and virtuous man who is not going to take advantage of them. That's what this video represents. It's pretty freaking simple. Anyways, we have more complaints. This is from Hannah Borelli. Don't dance, don't laugh, don't socialize, don't express joy, stand still, be blank, be an object. The irony, and first off, another reductionist thing. They're trying to reduce it to, they're just out having fun. They're just doing something. No, they're symbolizing a degenerate culture that America has created for the longest time. We're not saying that you can't dance. Dance modestly. Don't laugh. Yeah, laughing's the reason people are saying this about the video. Like, no one believes that. You're full of crap. And we know you're full of crap. No one said that, and no one said that. This is what I get mad about, especially women conservatives that claim they're like, I'm not that kind of feminist, but I am still a feminist. That's that attitude. That's that attitude, and I can't stand it. Don't socialize. Yes, the fact that they're socializing is why people have problems with the video. That's not the issue, and that's not the issue. Don't express joy. Did I need to repeat myself? Stand still. Do I need to repeat myself? Be blank. But the last one is what gets me the most. Be an object. I can think of no better example of women turning themselves into objects than in this video, where they turn themselves into objects of sexual desire, which is what people are doing on Mardi Gras, and they go home with a bunch of men and they sleep with a bunch of men after the fact. Now, do I know that every single one of the women in this video is out there doing that? No. But I have a pretty good idea of what happens during Mardi Gras, especially considering all the beads hanging around the necks of these LSU sorority girls. And if we know how sororities work as well, how they pressure women into having multiple sexual partners and having lots of sex because it's liberating or whatever BS that they make up that they get from the sexual revolution. Well, what we know for a fact, this is going on with a good portion of those women. And it's wrong, and it's evil, and that's what this sort of thing symbolizes. And yes, it's exactly why men don't want to date Western women anymore. It's exactly why Western men do not want to date Western men. That's why passport bros exist right now. If you don't know what a passport bro is, it's the guys who go overseas and try to find a wife there because there's no good women left in the United States. Now, that's not true. There are good women left in the United States. That said, this is what's driving men to do that. So let's go to the next one from a friend of ours at the show, Crusader Pepe. We like Crusader Pepe. He's really funny. I've shared him a few times. I've even talked to him. He made a great meme one time. I forget what it was, but he says the reason this repulses most conservative men is not the dancing. It's because we all know what these women will be doing later that night. Yes, exactly. Nail on the head. He got it. He got it. And what bugs me the most is that was it Hannah was the other girl, Hannah and Allie. What these two women don't seem to understand. Well, is that we know they're being dishonest. You're not tricking us. You're not making us think that you don't know what we're talking about. You do know what we're talking about. And the only reason that you don't have that huge of a problem with it is usually because you bear some guilt for partaking in such a culture at some point in your past. Maybe you haven't, maybe you have. But that's what it indicates to men when you communicate things that way. When you assume we're so stupid that we don't know, that you think that we're actually against the things that you're accusing us of being against. We're not against women going outside. We're not against women, dancing. We want women to dance modestly. We want women to dance modestly with men that they are interested in marrying. We want them to dance with their fathers when they're little girls. We want them to have all sorts of different types of fun. We want them to socialize. We want them to be loving, feminine people. Nobody's against any of those things. And for you to even suggest that that was the case is ridiculous. You know what it symbolizes because you were obviously, I can't imagine these women weren't college educated at all. If these women went to college, they know exactly what we're talking about because every college has it. And it's a load of garbage for anyone to criticize, for anybody to criticize men for having an adverse reaction to this type of cultural propaganda. I don't know. This is a short episode, but it really does highlight the main problem here. I mean, the main message is don't send your girls to college. If these are what LSU sorority girls are doing during Mardi Gras, do you want your daughter flashing men, flashing their chests at men in order to get Mardi Gras beads? Do you want them getting drunk? What's in those Stanley mugs? You know what I mean? Do you want them getting drunk and going home with strange men that they don't know, risking getting pregnant when they're not married and having children out of wedlock that they can't take care of because they slept with some bozo who has no responsibility? Do you want that for your daughters? Well, if you don't, why the heck are you sending them to a place where that's encouraged and fostered by the student bodies, of which the teaching bodies sometimes also encourage, or at the very least, don't do anything about it? That's the way that parents should be thinking right now. Community colleges are often open, and in that way, you don't have that dorm culture, you don't have that sorority culture. She can be at home, she can get her college education, at least part of her college education. And then when she's more mature, she can start taking online classes at home in order to get her college degree at good universities, by the way. A lot of good universities now offer online classes. Let your daughters preserve their purity, preserve their value in the sexual marketplace to good and virtuous men. Virginity is a commodity in the dating market. It's a commodity in the dating market. You want your daughters to be high-value women. And when your daughters are high-value women, high-value men will be interested in them, and you will have high-value in-laws. Son-in-laws. That's what you want for your daughter. You want your daughter to have a high-value man. And by a high-value man, we're not talking about Andrew Tate or, somebody who's super wealthy and thinks he can cheat on his wife like a lot of the other red pill influencers are saying. What we mean by a high-value man is somebody who has a high value of morality, that doesn't believe in divorce, that's not going to walk out, that's not going to be disloyal to his wife, that's going to treat your daughter with respect as a member of the family. Now, I don't know, Ronan, you got anything to add to that?
No, man, I think you summed it up very well.
Yeah, well, guys, you need to subscribe to the channel, and you need to hit that notifications bell so you always know when we are dropping new content, and you need to follow us on X, and you need to follow us on Instagram. And guys, You need to give us your money.
Give us your lunch money.
And you can give us your money by hitting that join button in the bottom of these videos, or you can go to the channel and click the join button. We have several different options for you. If you want premium content, you can get it for as little as $5.99 a month. And with that said, guys, we'll see you next time. God bless.